Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Orbits. In this video, let's learn about Sandbox. Let's see what is meant by Sandbox. A sandbox is a copy of your production org used for testing, development and training. So you can make changes without affecting real data or users. Okay. Normally, Salesforce is providing four types of sandbox. Those are developer, developer pro, partial copy and full. You can see all the features which are providing by the sandbox. Okay, and you can see the refresh interval here. Here the refresh interval means it is a minimum waiting time required before you recreate a sandbox again from production. Here you can see developer sandbox type is providing 1 day refresh interval time. It means suppose you have created the sandbox today and you have done the configurations in that sandbox, and when you try to open the same sandbox tomorrow, it will not be available, it will be deleted. Okay, that is how the refresh interval works. Okay, here developer is the free sandbox type and the remaining all three are the paid versions. So let's move into the production and let's see how it looks like. Okay, generally sandboxes are created only in the production org, not in developer org. You need to remember this thing. And sometimes Salesforce provide temporary enterprise edition orgs for partner trainings, learning programs, and to create the projects. Okay, you can see clearly uh, in the top right corner it is showing the option 30 days left in trial, means it is the free enterprise edition. How can you know that it is the free enterprise edition? You can know it by clicking on this setup. Go to company information. Yes, you can see here beside organization edition, it is showing enterprise edition. It means sometimes Salesforce provide a free enterprise editions only for the limited time. Okay, so by using that edition, I have created one free enterprise edition. Okay, let's see how we can create the sandboxes in it. So just search for the sandbox in quick find search bar. See, I have shown you right that edition is providing four types of sandboxes. You can see developer, developer pro, partial copy and full. Okay, and here developer is the free edition. It is providing 25 licenses and already we have used 3 and 22 are still available. Already I have created 3 sandboxes by clicking on this new sandbox. Let's give it as SIT1. I want it to create it from production, that's why I'm selecting the production, or you can select any other sandbox as well. Click on next. Here you need to create the public group before creating any sandbox. Okay, I will just show you now. You can see the sit1 has been created and it was in the process. Okay, it will take some time to reflect here. So let's see how to create the groups. Go to public groups. See, already I have created sandbox users. That's why it is showing there. If you want to create a new one, you can create it by clicking on this new. You can give any name over here. I am giving Sandbox Admin. And you can add the available members as well. Okay, I'm just clicking on save. Remember, you have to do this step before creating the sandbox. Okay, now let's move back to the sandbox again. See, still it was in process. It will take some time to reflect here. So let's see other sandboxes. I already created this dev1, sit and UAT sandboxes. Here I have given the names as dev1, SIT, UAT, right? You might be getting a doubt why I have given these names. Let me explain this clearly. I have used these names because each stage has a clear purpose. The main purpose is to move changes from one sandbox to another sandbox in order to test a new feature safely without having any disturbances before moving into the production org. Okay, here dev 1, it means it is the developer sandbox. Generally the developers build a features or they will be trying a new experiments in this sandbox. Let's suppose let's say they have created a lead form and they will be testing it in this dev sandbox. Okay, and for every company there will be an internal testing team, right? Whatever the developer made the changes, that testing team will be testing those changes. So we move the changes from dev to sit. Here SIT means system integration testing. Here the team checks if the lead form works correctly with the accounts object, validation rules, and automation together. If everything seems to be perfect, then they move the changes from SIT to UAT. UAT means user acceptance testing. Normally, the business users use this sandbox. Like they try the land form with they try this lead form with real life scenarios. Once it is approved, everything is perfect, then they move it to the production. Like it will be into the live, so there the real users can use it. Okay, if you want to log in into this, you just need to click on this login button and you need to give the credentials for it. Then it will automatically open. You can see here it was mentioned as dev1. So it is the UI of the sandbox. Okay. So let's move into the setup. and search for sandboxes here. Sorry, we need to search for deployment settings because it is already a dev sandbox, right? So again it will not show any sandboxes over here. If you open any sandbox, you again cannot find the sandboxes there. Okay, you need to change the settings. So what I have done first, I opened dev1 sandbox and I'm searching for deployment settings, and I open deployment settings. Since we are in dev1 sandbox, it is not showing dev1. Okay, it will show other sandboxes. And here you can see upload authorization direction was broken. Like when you hover on it, it shows production cannot upload to production. Like from dev1 sandbox, we cannot upload any configurations to production org. And also the same thing here, if you want to connect both of the orgs, we need to do some settings over here. Okay, suppose if I want uh, to move the configurations which I have done in dev1 sandbox to SIT sandbox, then I have to move to the sit sandbox. Okay, sit sandbox, and what I need to do here, I need to move to the deployment settings. I need to select dev1, click on edit. Here check this allow inbound changes checkbox. Okay, click on save. Okay, now what we need to do, just move into the dev org. Yes, this is the dev1 sandbox, right? So again open setup, deployment settings. See, now you can see here it was changed into green color. It means now it is allowing to upload the configurations which we have done in dev1 sandbox to SIT sandbox. I hope you understood this one. I will explain it once again. So if you want to move dev1 configurations to SIT sandbox, what you need to do, you need to go to SIT sandbox and you need to open the deployment settings, and there you need to allow the inbound changes. Okay, I will show you again by using the UAT. Here you can see dev1 is, through dev1 we cannot send any changes, or we cannot move the changes which we have done in dev 1 to UAT. So let's fix this. So here the target is UAT. So what we need to do? You need to go for UAT sandbox. We logged in into UAT sandbox. Now we need to do the same process again in order to move the configurations which we have done from dev 1 to UAT. Since the target sandbox is target is UAT sandbox, so we need to make the changes in UAT sandbox only. Okay, check for deployment settings. Okay, you can see there is no connection, right? So what we need to do, we need to click on the edit button, check this allow inbound changes, click on save. Now if you go to dev sandbox and refresh it, yes, the changes are have been reflected here, right? In this way you need to change the settings over here. Okay, now we have done the settings. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to move the configurations which we have done in dev 1. So for that you need to be in the source org. Now here the source org is dev 1 and the target org is sit sandbox. Means here we need to move the configurations from dev 1 to sit sandbox. So we need to check for outbound changes here. Here let me explain what is meant by outbound changes set. It is nothing but sending changes from one Salesforce org to another org. Okay? In a simple way, it is like sending changes from one org to another org. Just click on new. You can give any name over here. I am giving as app creation. See, once you give the name, it will redirect to this page and it will ask what all the changes you need to do. Okay, I am clicking on this edit. Sorry. Here you can change the components as well, like components like inside sales, sales leader, you can add or remove anything what you require. Okay, I'm adding that components to this app creation, and you can also add profiles. I'm adding system administrator. Okay, then click on edit. I'm selecting the example console and click on save. Now we have made all these changes, right? We have added the components, we have made the profile to that components. Now what we need to do, we just need to upload it. To which one? We need to move the configurations which we have made to sit sandbox. That's why I'm selecting sit over here and click on upload. See, you can see your upload is currently in progress. Yeah, it was successfully uploaded. Now where we can see these changes, so where we have moved this configurations to sit sandbox, right? So we need to check it in the sit sandbox. So we are in the sit sandbox right now. We need to check it in inbound changes. Here, let me explain you what is meant by inbound changes. Inbound changes is nothing but, in simple terms, it is receiving changes from the source arc. Source arc is what? Dev1. Here, target arc is what? Sit. So, it is receiving changes from source arc. Okay? Yes, you can see the changes. Set name as app creation. This everything we have done in source arc, that is dev arc, right? We did not do anything in the sit arc. Yes, in this way we create the sandboxes. I hope you understand this session. If you have any doubt regarding this session, please do comment me in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching this video.